I'm here in Lund, Sweden at the Sony Ericsson Creative Design Center. With me is Yasu, Senior Manager here.
Hi.
Yasu, tell me, what's the mission of the Sony Ericsson Creative Design Center?
It's big questions. We cover all design things, includes hardware, software, human interface, and packaging, and accessory too.
Accessories like what kind of accessories?
Bluetooth headphone, speakers, and cable, everything.
Anything that would go with the phone?
Exactly. All design things come from here, our Creative Design Center. And here's our big design team. And today I want to just introduce Senior Industrial Designer, Magnus.
Hi.
Hi, Magnus.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Why don't we go to my desk and I'll show you where it starts.
Great. So, Magnus, tell me, where do you start designing a new mobile phone?
Well, we actually start way before we actually start with the product. We start with a vision that's maybe 2 years in advance. We have a creative vision that's created here in the design department.
When do you start using CAD?
I personally started using CAD quite early, maybe a lot earlier than many designers here. But it's just a matter of choosing your tool to express yourself, to explain your vision.
How do you characterize your use of SolidWorks?
I want to do it fast, and I want to get the result that's in my head. And how I get there, it's not interesting. I just want to get there fast.
Because you're trying to capture design intent.
Exactly.
So you're involved at every step?
Yeah, and way before that. I mean, starting with the vision,
right,
like I explained. This is getting more into detail. This is a general shape idea, just to try it out, just to feel the ergonomics and get a perception on what kind of problems we have.
Where does the design go when you're finished? Where do you hand the model off to next?
That's when we transfer it to the studio engineers to go into more detail.
Great. I think I'll go over and see Henrik and studio engineers right now. Thank you, Magnus.
Thank you.
So, Henrik, you run the studio support group here at Sony Ericsson, right?
Yep.
Can you tell me, what do you do? What does your group do here?
My group works side by side with the industrial designers to make sure that the visions and the ideas come across all the way into production.
What's happened to your time for designing a new phone?
If you compare now to when we started Sony Ericsson, last year we had 35 different phone models. We made 35 different phone models. The first year we made 4. So I guess the time of development has probably gone down with 75%, so it's probably 1/4.
So you only have 1/4 as much time as you did only, say, 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah.
That's amazing cycle time reduction, of course. And you do a lot of 3D printing, right?
Yeah.
And can you give me a feeling for how many 3D prints you make in a month or a year or something?
I would say 10 things per week.
So you're making them. So you're making hundreds of these. Hundreds a year.
Yeah.
So you're making a lot of 3D prints.
Yeah. When we bought the machine, I think we paid for it in like half a year.
Yeah. So it sounds like you're taking 3D printing to more of a daily design tool than a special thing you do once in a while. I think that's very cool. And you do it right here, huh?
Yeah.
So we can go have a look?
Absolutely.
Great.
Yeah, let's go.
Henrik, what's this?
This is actually 20 years of mobile phone history, mostly about Sony Ericsson and Ericsson, of course.
It's very cool to see a history of product designs laid out like this, kind of an unusual and interesting way to show it. And I can see you've got a lot of changes that have happened in this industry in a short time, huh? And you have a lot of different products that you designed. Wow.
But this is only a portion of it.
Yeah, we're not even seeing all of it here,
Nah.
but you know, it's amazing, really.
So this is where the actual 3D printing takes place. And over here is Andreas, the manager of prototyping.
Andreas,
hello.
hi.
Hello.
John Hirschtick, SolidWorks.
We basically give Andreas a call on email and send him the files. And next day we have our model.
Next day?
Yeah, next day. I mean, the only thing, we need to be before maybe 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so they have some time to put it into the machine, the files.
That's an incredible luxury for you as a designer to be able to say any day of the week by 2 or 3, it's going to be ready the next morning for you. It's been really remarkable to me in my visit here to Sony Ericsson to see how much you use rapid prototyping as a daily, or it seems daily activity. So in total, how many models, if you include the SLA and the milling models, how many models a year is that?
I guess it's more than 4,000 a year in grand total.
Wow, that's a lot of rapid prototypes, and that,
Yeah,
I think that's a great story here. It shows how intensively you're making use of not only 3D CAD, but of course 3D printing and rapid prototyping to accelerate the design time. Well, Andreas, thank you very much for sharing your story here with us. It's been a great visit to see how rapid prototyping works here at Sony Ericsson.